this is Isabella, and she's going to help us today because we're going to teach you how to brush your dog's teeth at home and how to get a dog used to the idea of it.
The important thing is that toothbrushing at home is great for preventing tartar buildup, but it won't do anything for the tartar that's already on the teeth. That's going to take professional dental work and hand scaling to get that tartar off.
But if we're just talking about preventing it from clinging on to their teeth, this is a great thing that you can do at home to kind of, get them used to that good, healthy mouth and get them used to that toothbrush.
And Izzy's excited as we are for this video.
So we've got here the tool that we need, a little toothbrush. This one happens to be a soft bristle adult toothbrush. Other options that work, maybe like a toddler's toothbrush. I like the soft bristles best.
I think those are easier on the gums and it takes less work to get them used to the brushing.
Sometimes you'll even see the pet-specific finger brushes where you can kind of slip them on your finger and has little bristles. Those work well too.
Those are great. And it's going to take a little while initially to get them used to having a toothbrush or little finger brush in their mouth. So this is kind of something that's meant to be done over a couple different attempts.
Baby steps are always
baby
good.
steps.
Right. And as far as toothpaste, everyone always wants to know if toothpaste is a good thing. Not human toothpaste, but they do make a lot of different types of pet flavors: beef, chicken,
Mint,
mint,
some mint, yes.
some fresh minty breath there.
Fresh puppy kisses.
I think that those help with the training process. Sometimes those are fun little flavors that get these guys used to it, but really what's doing the job is that mechanical action of scrubbing that tooth, kind of getting that little film off. I always kind of think of it as, when you haven't brushed your teeth in a couple of days, in a day, you kind of have that little slippery, fuzzy
kind of
film.
sweater over your teeth.
We're trying to get those sweaters off. That's the plan. So working with her on a regular basis is going to be really key. When we go to brush your teeth, we want to hold that brush, maybe like a 45-degree angle, if possible. Get kind of right underneath that gum line so that those little bristle tips can kind of just brush right underneath that gum line there.
And dogs, even more so than people, have room underneath their gum line that can accumulate tartar and kind of be a little resting spot for bacteria. So even more important to get underneath that gum line.
And bacteria, speaking of, when it gets underneath that gum line, it can get in the bloodstream and cause lots of health issues for these guys.
Yeah, so preventative is worth an ounce of cure.
That's right.
Or saying something similar.
It's amazing. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, better to kind of be proactive about it and hopefully over time really prevent some dental issues.
That's right. So without further ado, let's see if we can get this girl to work with us here. Whenever I'm training a pet to do anything, I always think it's good to keep in mind, I want to stop before she tells me it's time to stop. So if she flips her head and says, no, then she's decided, and then I stop, she's decided, oh my gosh, all I have to do is wiggle and squirm and the toothbrushing stops. Well, we want to stop on our terms so she learns quickly, hey, if I sit still, Dr. Jill and Dr. Watts are eventually going to stop. This is amazing. So baby steps.
So it's going to be something getting them acclimated to having a brush in their mouth and then kind of the motion of getting their teeth brushed. But we'll go slowly with Isabel. And
lots of encouragement, positive thoughts, treats afterwards.
treats, yes.
All right, so outside surfaces are another good thing. We don't have to worry about inside as much.
Right.
It's the outside that really matters. It seems that's where all the bacteria kind of accumulates on these little guys. So I'm going to kind of tip her head up a little bit. I'm going to just peel her little lips so I can see those teeth. But just even that, I'm going to stop and say, good job. You let me look at your mouth.
Let her know she's doing great. She's being
amazing.
very brave.
Yes, you are.
You're being so good.
So I'm going to try that again. And I'm just going to kind of hold that little toothbrush up there if I can. Oh, she's going to probably lower her chin. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a little right underneath the little lip here and say, oh, I touched your tooth.
Good job, honey. You did so great.
Is this me?
That was you. Standing ovation. Remember, praise. You can give them even when you're getting them used to this little treats. I like to use Cheerios as a little low-calorie, easy snack to give. Tell them they're doing great.
Easy to chew.
Easy to chew. Yep.
That's right. So let's try that one more time. She's doing such a good job. We're not going to push her too hard today because, if we do, then it seems like the next time we have to kind of work back from behind the
She's going to anticipate it.
Yeah. I'm right-handed. I always hold my toothbrush in the right hand for my own dog. So I'm gonna kind of lift that lip.
Oh, look at you showing the camera.
We're gonna try to angle it. We see that kind of 45-degree angle at that canine tooth there. All right. You can tell she was almost at that verge of leave me alone.
Yep. So some of those signs are, she's looking at us with her eyes pretty wide. She's kind of telling us, I don't know about this, so we're gonna stop just for a second, just give her a minute for praise.
A little uneasy, a little unsure, but you're doing so well. I'm gonna try the canine teeth. I think are the ones that I think as owners at home we see and notice. But in the back of the mouth, those back, we call them the premolars and the molars, those are the main chewing
Those
teeth.
ones, yeah. And they can build up pretty quickly on those back teeth.
They can. There's the ones that are hiding on the back. And a short-faced dog like Isabel, those are sometimes kind of tricky to get to.
Yep. Sometimes they're layered on each other. They're kind of clustered, but we'll see what we can get to with Sweet Girl.
You can see, I'll just show you real quick when we're talking that last little premolar there, right here on this guy on the top.
Do a little close-up. So we're gonna go for a close-up angle of how we're gonna be brushing her teeth. So we're just gonna kind of get her head stabilized. We're gonna pull back that lip a little bit. She's doing so great. I know she says this is a little, and great. So we're just kind of making that surface contact on the teeth. Good girl. Good girl. You did it. Good job. And then lots of praise. Lots of praise. Good girl.
Sometimes at home, I even will put my toothbrush, my dog's toothbrush, of course, in their food container to remind me. If it's out of sight, out of mind, right? If it's there, right in the food container, I know I've got to grab that or have guilt, one of the two, before I go feed them their dinner.
Just a little visual reminder, absolutely.
Grab that toothbrush, feed them dinner, and then brush your teeth and then give them their dinner.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a nice little reverse order, but it rewards them afterwards.
Yeah.
Should we try the other side? If I hold her head kind of steadied afterwards, what do you think if I did this just to kind of really... She's doing so
Good
well.
stuff. You're doing awesome.
Here's that. Yeah.
So we're just making light contact, not scrubbing too hard, just getting her used to that feeling, but we're making enough, kind of moving the bristles enough that it's going to get off that kind of plaque film layer we were talking about. Good job, honey.
And she's learning. Every time we do this, the more repeat. She's
More and more
learning.
repetition. She's going to
This isn't
learn
so
it's
bad.
not scary.
Right.
Last thing you want is for them to run for the hills when they see you get out the toothbrush.
That's right, that's right. We want to think of it as that positive connection of we got the toothbrush out. That means my treats are coming.
This is exciting time. This is
Right.
great. I get lots of praise. This is a good thing that's happening, not something scary.
Right, you did it.
Good job.
So that's really all there is to it. The more often you do it, the easier they're going to get, the quicker it's going to be, the more routine it's going to be for everybody.